Alright, so this is the Cyber Nova Turbo deck. The concept obviously is to create Cyber Nova. Cyber Nova gets destroyed, and you have access to all these lovely, well, not him, you just summon him regular. But Cyber End, Cyber Twin, Cyber Orb 2, Balboroid, the Ultimate Battle Machine, Super Varicroid, Jumbo Drill, Gatling Dragon, Panzer Dragon. Give me a second. What was I saying? Super Varicroid, Stealth Roid, Stealth Union. So those are your machine fusion targets for Cyber Dragon Nova. Alright, 3 Cyber Dragons. Obviously, you need them because he allows you to create Chimera Tech Fortress if you need to. Obviously, he's level 5 light, so you can XYZ summon. He's a 5 machine, so you can obviously make Cyber Dragon Nova. Use Cyber Dragon Nova's effect to bring back Cyber Dragon from the graveyard onto the field, so you have 2 2100s on the field at the same time. Lovely combos. This is a substitute Cyber Dragon, obviously. You summon it, you special summon this. Your normal summon Cyber Dragon Dre's effect, he becomes level 5, 2 level 5s. Bang, obviously. And he's a light machine. So you can make Nova, Dre, because he has, mainly because Dre becomes a level 5 and he counts as Cyber Dragon on the field and in the graveyard. That's the reason to play him. It's the only reason I'm playing him. He has a good secondary effect, but I just use him for that part. Konomali, Golden Jet, same reason. Summon, activate the effect, he becomes level 5. Cyber Valley, for defensive purposes, obviously, so that way I can have some defense plus some draw power. But it combos with Machina Armored Unit, because once you defeat any of my light machines, I can bring him out and he can help me end battle phase, plus I get a +1 out of it. Machina Unit, like I said, it's good because it helps replace the monsters, so you always have a floater. As long as the monster dies by battle, you always have a floater. Especially you can just pull out a Cyber Valley, which can turn into a card D basically, right? It can turn into a pot of greed if you summon another Valley or any monster. You can summon him and draw 2, or summon him, draw 2 by using Cyber Valley's secondary effect. Then Cyber Repair Plant, not a fan of it, but it's useful because obviously it works with Cyber Dragon. It works with Cyber Dragon Dre when he's in the graveyard. So since you have basically 6 Cyber Dragons in the deck, this thing's pretty good to help you search out more, because your main boss is Cyber Dragon. That's the main one you want to get. It comes in handy using him to bait bottomless, torrential, stuff like that. Beito, MST, Regaki Break, Red Screen, my staples, you know what to do with it. Throw in some extra hate in the deck, as you want to call it. Phoenix Wing Blast, because there's nothing wrong with having Cyber Dragon or Cyber Dragon Zawi in the graveyard, because you got Call Haunted, you'll get it back. It's not a problem. You get it back. Plus, it helps make Cyber Repair Plant live by sending them to the grave. Call Haunted, obviously, so you can constantly resurrect, especially since you don't require materials for Cyber Dragon Nova's effect when he's destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle. You can bring out any of the fusions, so being able to recycle him and use him over and over again is very useful, obviously. Then removal, you gotta have a win condition, right? So sometimes you make Cyber Dragon Nova, activate his effect, detach, bring back Cyber Dragon, damage step, limit removal, 4200 for game, or you can activate Cyber Dragon Nova's effect, bashing the Cyber Dragon you brought back from play, making him 4200, attack, damage step, limit removal, game, you get it. Same as if you manage to attack. Let's say you have Let's say you activate his effect. Bang, bash, boom. You have 4200. You attack. Your opponent probably anticipates the little removal, right? You're like, oh, you got a little removal. I'm a mirror force. Alright, cool beans. Alright, you mirror force. When I declare my attack, boom, my monster's destroyed. Bring out Cyber End, you know what I mean? Then attack with the Cyber End, damage step, their removal. Win anyway, so obviously this has OTK potential. Cyber Twin can attack twice. He doubles his attack, 5600 double attacking. You know, OTK right there. But obviously you can summon counter attack Fortress by using Cyber Dragon or Cyber Dragon Dre. If you're going up against the machine deck, of course, it's the best time to use him. Cyber Dragon or two, just because he's really good and whatever he battles, he'll gain half, and so it makes it easier for him to run over anything. Anything that's 5,000 or less, he can easily run over by his effect. This comes in handy against Machina Fortress, because he'll negate Machina Fortress's effect, and then deal an extra 1,000 damage on top of the battle damage. Plus you learn removal, that's even more damage. Just so much, especially if you're attacking a monster. This comes in handy, especially if the monster has an effect that would, let's say, reduce damage or some shit. That's hypothetical. He will negate it, so that way your opponent still takes the battle damage, and then 1,000 extra damage on top of that. Gotta love that. Plus he can attack twice, so that's two monsters you kill with him. With removal, an 8,000 double attacker. Woo wee! Right. You got Super Vehicle Jumbo Joe because he has piercing effect. That's the main reason, because he pierce. Attack a Dracosac token, limb removal, 6,000. If your opponent's already weak, he'll die right there. Gatling Dragon is pretty good. Helps you get rid of potentially 3 cards on your opponent's side. 3 monsters your opponent has. Panzer Dragon just has a decent effect, so that's why he's in there. Super Vehicle Raid, Self Union, limb removal, could pretty much kill a lot of monsters with that. Artifact Randall because he's awesome. Pleiades, obviously, because he's awesome. Adris, Keeper of Armageddon, 2600 is pretty good. Most people probably would like to play Tyrus or what's his name, because he is a machine. Zen Mayo, I don't disagree. You want to do that, go ahead. But I'll stick with Adris for now. If I ever make another version of this, I'll probably play Zen Mayo because he's a machine. So so that way he can combo with limb removal. And of course, the 3 Cyber Dragon Novas, because without him, all these fusions matter not. And that's the end of the deck profile.